Any of those things sound good? If not, we can look elsewhere.
What was the second one?
Appraisal?
I have no idea what order I did that in.
Appraisal?
Appraisal, possibly?
That's what I was thinking. What was appraisal?
Basically lets you guess the value of things. How much is this gem worth? How much is this coin?
If I chose healing, like, what is the
Wisdom. You roll a d20 versus your wisdom.
Horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear warfare.
Why would you have 2 slots to that? You get a bonus to your wisdom? Or?
Well, healing costs 2 slots.
Well,
She's got 4. You've got 4. You could take it if you wanted to. Every time you roll,
so I could choose more than one of those.
Yes. Well, you can do healing in 1 week. You can do 2 proficiency slots now. So it could be 1 weapon and 1 non-weapon.
I wouldn't do
or it could
healing
be
with
2
her.
non-weapons. So your weapons right now are only quarterstaff and sling. So if you want to know how to use some other kind of weapon, like scimitar, for example, then you find somebody to train you in a scimitar. Then you'll be able to add that to your list. There's some limits to what you can use. If you ask me, I think this is a pretty good set of weapons. I don't even know if I'd bother getting another weapon right now. I think I would focus on the non-weapons. You could take healing. That would only count as, you have to pay 2 slots for it, but you'd still be able to get another skill on top of that.
I'd wait for healing. I'd do something that someone in our party doesn't have.
Yeah, we've got 2 people in the party that have healing right now. Unless you wanted to try to go to higher levels of healing. Because nobody else is going to be able to do that. She's the only one who's going to have the proficiencies to do that. If you go to healing 2, which would be 3 slots, then you get, instead of getting 1 d3, you get 2 d3. And if you roll really low, then you get what's called open-ended high. So like your chance is 17 or be 19 or less. So I rolled a 2. Look at that, I'm awesome. Anyway, so roll a 2. So I'd roll the 2 d3, and because this one is 3 and that one's 1, so that's 2. But then because that's a 3, then I get to roll a d4.
It's either going to be a third.
So you keep building your die. If you roll a high, you
But
keep building your
at
die.
the low end, it doesn't usually go up all that much. Because you go from D3 to D4 to D6. As soon as you don't roll the top number, you stop. So you actually can go down. But when you get up to like healing 4, for example, and you're getting 44 to start with.
I forgot most of my options.
We do, like our adventures are episodic.
Do you mind refreshing my memory?
I can try.
Episode may have something to do
Okay,
with
so she's got.
they're still separate. Like,
These are the she's got
we'll play
slow respiration, I'm working backwards now, riding,
we'll play 1 episode.
fungus identification, fire building,
2 or 3 sessions to complete that episode.
What's fireball?
But then once that episode is
Make
completed,
fires
there's the wrap
from
up.
scratch without flint and tinder or
Where are they?
any other source of
now, kind
flame.
thing, and then we go to the next
Weaver.
episode where they may skip ahead a month.
Appraisal.
Or whatever, and, let's assume you guys are doing other stuff in between there, or, driving and stuff.
Remind you, if there's something you would like to be able to do, you could just go looking in town and try to find somebody to train you. Is there something you would like to be able to do?
I try to run it just like the TV show,
Do you mind telling me some options? Because I'm trying to think back.
Oh man, we gotta go to
Okay.
Kansas.
Well, other possibilities are animal noises, making animal noises, blind fighting, so you can fight in the dark when you can't see, boating, direction sense, so you know which way north is all the time. This party doesn't have that, so that would be extremely helpful.
I'll take that and the other one you just said.
Which one?
Uh,
Animal noises?
Like the one, they were,
No,
Or
it was
healing.
the other
they were tracking down,
Appraisal?
something was
What was the two you
first-name
just
cars
said?
in Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Okay, animal noise, blind fighting,
They
Blind
Boating.
fighting.
okay,
auto
blind fighting.
manufacturing.
Okay.
Blind fighting.
So you could try to get
To the left, there's
blind fighting, you could try to get,
And,
I should learn
Directions
Find
sense.
those two,
Yeah, those
and
two.
that would be the 2. That's the
Yeah, I
natural.
wanna
You
try
still have
to-
slots left over.
over 100
but that's the
cars
best you can
in
do.
I want to try to get those two.
Okay, so first of all, let's see if there's anybody in town who can teach you. There should be. Blind fighting is usually pretty easy. Oh, yeah.
They
no
go
problem.
up, they show up.
Okay, so you
as-
can get
they
blind
showed up
fighting.
as
So just write that right down
NTSB,
there. That costs 300 gold to be trained.
National Traffic Safety Board. So they showed up and they're investigating the crashes. They found that all the cars that crashed happened just after they hit 1,000 miles. And all the cars were linked back to this one manufacturing plant in Spring Hill, Tennessee. And when they were
Okay.
No, I'm only hoping.
And then the other one was,
What
what you wanted was what?
Direction sense.
Direction
Wait.
sense.
Before I choose that,
And all the other cars.
let me know some
that
other
they
options.
searched.
Just to make sure.
Okay, fishing, fungus identification, I already said that, healing, mountaineering, riding, rope
So they go to
use,
this manufacturing
slow
plant.
respiration, which is kind of cool. Sound analysis, when you hear something, you figure out what it
Walking
is.
around looking
Swimming, so you
for,
can swim faster. Then there's things like running, crafting different weapons.
I think they got some kind of info
I
about,
think what would be a really good
like,
option
they had like a suspect in mind or
for the
whatever.
other chart
They
here,
went, they were
unfortunately.
looking to question
What
this
about-
lady, her name was.
You don't have, do you have writing yet?
Something Summer, Wanda
Riding?
Summer.
Horsemanship better?
Horsemanship or land-based riding. Land-based riding means you can ride pretty much any animal that can be ridden, which actually would be pretty good for druids, and it's based off of charisma.
So they're
Which
going,
highlights that in.
the place is real loud.
Horsemanship means you're
They're
really good
asking
with horses. You can do trick
Who
riding and
Wanda
stuff like that,
Summers is, they're looking
and
for people pointing
it's
her-
based off
pointing
dexterity.
in her direction.
But only horses.
They
You
go,
couldn't
they're
ride an
talking to
ostrich or an
people,
elephant or a
they're
camel.
looking for Wanda Summers. Oh yeah, she's right over
Which is
there.
not ostriches are not all that
And
common, but
when they
That'd be awesome.
point,
Riding
they
battle
all
with an
look
elephant.
over in the direction.
you can take pickpocketing,
Young
sleight of
lady,
hand. If
probably
there's
about
picking stuff up without people
early
noticing or
20s,
taking stuff off their
long,
person without them
jet
noticing.
black hair,
So is that the same
You can hide in
thing?
shadows if you want to be able to hide.
takes off running. So they immediately.
You can learn those from
Uh,
Theon too.
Start sprinting
Gem
after this
cutting.
lady.
So you can
And
take
there's this
gems
whole
and cut
big
them and try to make them
chase
more
scene
valuable.
through the car plant. They're like jumping over stuff and diving under, and you know.
Carpenter, build stuff
And,
out of wood.
I know that.
Eventually, they catch up to her.
Fishing,
and
masonry,
he, Becky's kid
carpentry.
tackles her.
I got
What about the
horsemanship,
sleight of hand?
healing,
I'll give you the
anatomy,
bag. I'll give you the bag.
bureaucracy,
And
Okay, so it's called sleight of hand.
spellcraft.
get up and pulls her up. And she's like, it's in
5
the
o'clock.
locker.
Here we got
So
my
they take her
text.
over to the locker and she
I've
opens the
spellcraft,
locker
too.
and hands
You're
her
running out of
bag.
time. Okay, all right.
Sleight of hand.
So you need to make a d20 roll for both of those. You have to roll a d20 for both
She's
of
like,
those.
what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Turns out.
8,
No problem on the first one.
She was somebody
5.
else.
No problem. So you've got them both. And that's, so then change this number right here down to 2.
They didn't
Instead of 4, it's 2.
realize a different type of bag. So then they had to get back on the
Okay.
summers.
All right, real quick on your
They
mage
found out
stuff.
they just left before
Okay.
it all-
You do, I think that's totally done though. I think you're totally done.
Remember wrong over here?
All right.
Them real quick?
Yeah, actually, you'd be right. Ron, why don't you join me and Tommy?
We get level 3.
So we can do this with mage stuff real quick. We'll be done. Ron's will actually be fairly quick.
Oh, really?
I think so, unless I'm trying to do something.
Okay. See ya.
Take mortality roll.
Actually, that would take longer because you have to roll a new character.
Survive.
I'll leave the pencil.
Did you do hit points already?
Guys, I have some really dangerous spells.
yeah.
I have this one
I
spell
have, 'cause I've been
where all I have to do is touch
technically-
somebody, they have to have a life or death pool.
I've been this
Or if
level
not,
for like
it's-
an adventure and a half now, so.
That's right, because that's all that's been on his mind lately is training.
Well, when we were originally coming back to
You're
Jack,
straight
I was
mage.
training
I
for.
also have
So
some-
We
your
got some
save
awesome
should
stuff.
be
Druid spells in the party now. You got some
I
fun
have
stuff.
Call Lightning, Storm Shade, Kill Lightning,
You can smite somebody with lightning.
Paralyzed poison is 14, Rod Staff Wand is 11, Petrification Powder
Yeah,
is
you got it.
15, 12.
Good. Backbow doesn't change. Efficiencies don't change. We're on spells, I think.
Hit points and spells,
I cast as a 5th round too.
and any special cool things that pop up.
Yeah, that could happen. You never know. It all depends on your dice rolls, generally speaking. Okay, so
I got some here
mages.
if you need it.
Mages of your what? 4th mage, right?
Yeah, 4th I cast as 5th. Because I'm medium max
Okay,
too.
cast as 5th.
Thank you, Autumn.
So you get 4 first level, 2 second level, 1 for 3rd level.
4 first level.
So that's what you can memorize each day. So from your list, each day you have to pick 4 firsts. Well, not each day, but I mean, you memorize them, and then if when you use them, you replace them. So like you have, so today you memorize 4, 2, 1, and then if the end of the day you only use your 2 seconds, then the next day you would just memorize the 2 seconds back. Unless you choose to switch them, you can always switch them.
How many thirds?
1. It's 4, 2, 1. Okay, so what level do you memorize as now, Ron?
I memorize as 7th. Well, after I train,
Yeah.
I'll be memorizing as 7th.
Okay. So assuming you succeed in your training, which I'm sure you will, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. So you get a 4th level. That's it. Okay. So the trainer, and this is,
I'm 4, 3, 2, 1 as well for memorizing, or just for spells I can cast?
Not all insanities make people kill evil.
There is no difference.
4, 3, 2, 1.
No, 4,
4, 2, 1.
4, 2, 1.
And so it's one that made you
No,
feel
So
bonus.
you memorize, and that's all you can cast, unless you cast out of your book. It's not like
Okay.
5th edition where you can go, oh, I want to cast this first level 4 times. If you want to cast a magic missile 4 times, you have to memorize it 4 times. Okay?
probably
And
like
then
melancholy or something like that.
if you have aptitude, you can transfer. So let's say you memorized 2 sleep spells, 2 charm persons, but you want to cast a magic missile. You can transfer one of your sleep spells specifically, for example, or one of your charm spells into a different first level spell with a dice roll.
Okay.
And then,
A dice roll based on intelligence?
right, you can do that and still latch it into memory, but it's an extra roll. If you transfer it on the fly, like you're casting, I cast a charm person, but I want it to be a magic missile, you roll, it goes. If you say, well, while I'm sitting here waiting for the guy to come and show up, I want to turn my charm persons into magic missiles, then you have to lock them down again. Okay. And you can transfer during memorization as well. So, like, if you wanted to do,
I know a variant, but I don't have it.
so if you wanted to do
I know that.
during memorization, if you want to say, well, I don't want to memorize any second level spells. Instead of getting 2 second level spells, I want to memorize 4 first level spells. And you could roll rolls to break those down. But be aware, when you fail rolls, then now there's free-flowing, like ebb and flow in the magic, and you can mess yourself up, you can mess him up, you can mess Janny up, because her magic is druid magic. Anyway,
Could melt her brain.
it's usually not going to be that bad at this level, but you can mess up their spells pretty bad, and eventually it can get to the point of causing damage if it gets too out of control. Okay, gotta go. All right, so
Locate plants.
you, previous to this, you could not cast 3rd level, correct?
Correct.
Okay. The mage
Get it
that's
now, right?
yeah, it's just got.
Yeah, boy.
So the mage that's there training you,
But I need a map to so I cast it.
Wow.
the mage that's there training the 2 of you is Allie. She is there as a representative of Low Moon. You don't really know what she's up to, but at the end of the first week, an entourage of individuals came, and whoever's leading them has been staying indoors and out of view, but they're flying the royal banners of the southern capital of the Pomarsh.
Check out Amal Dan Inc. for incredible opportunities to support the ministry.
So she is there as well, but basically just waiting for something, so she's willing to train.
Sweet.
Okay?
Go for
Is that the magic missile fairy?
She does have magic missile.
I wish I got a proficiency so I get missile assassination.
That would be cool.
Is that a non-weapon or
It
what?
costs 2 though.
No, it costs 2.
Is it non-weapon or weapon?
It's a
No,
non-
what?
You get 2 non.
Oh, I wish I had time.
What'd you say?
I said you get 2 non-weapons every set when you hit level 7.
There you go. So you need level 7 and Alley. That's what you need. Then you could be the next missile assassination mage. 2 of your party members have more hit points than the other does, at least. Probably haven't done the other 2 yet. Okay. Well, anyway, that's my train of thought. What was I doing? I was looking at her spell list. All right. Because all I have left for you is to give you a spell from her, and I think you're done, right?
I really saw
We all enter the same point.
It's like a fan.
So she has to give you 3rd level because you don't have
I
any
made
yet,
my
right?
sleight of hand proficiency.
None.
Okay, so this is what she says. She says, I would give you blink. These are possibilities. Blink. Cloud burst if you want it.
Oh yeah.
Dispel magic.
Locate plants. Hey, there's a tree there.
Yeah, I was laughing at that on Tommy's spell sheet. I was like, you guys know I'm a 4th level druid.
Fireball.
Locate plants. Look a tree.
I could get fireball.
I
Dude,
know where
that could be
all
so
the
much fun.
trees are in a mile radius.
Drive down the
Protection
road
from
and
evil,
I'll show
10-foot
you all
radius.
of that.
What is trip?
Makes somebody fall down.
Oh, that's
Drive down the
cool.
road and I'll show you all of it.
Water breathing.
Oh, we got that.
Water breathing's 3rd level.
It's a contact spell.
I got that as a druid.
Invisibility. Yeah, but druidic water breathing affects only the person, and it's totally different.
Oh, I guess like I grow gills or something. Okay.
Which is cool, in a way. Okay.
Coin is
Stop
fine.
rolling the
Once you
coin for a
grow
few minutes, please.
the druidic water breathing
you can't do both. Like you can't go back and forth. Once you go to the gills, you're in the water. If you leave the water, the spell ends.
Okay.
So with a mage spell, you can have it up, and if you go in the water, you can breathe, and if you walk in the air, you can breathe. Anyway, visibility 10-foot radius.
Isn't it only the people? Is it only the people you target?
So those are your options. Which one do you want to try?
I'll pick fire wall.
Roll percentile dice.
What if you don't think you're safe?
51.
Okay, so you know fireball.
Nice.
Okay. And she will magically transfer it into your spell book. So it goes in your spell book.
You know how my staff died?
So you know it and you have it, but you have not cast it.
So if I go to cast it, I have to do a roll or something? Or?
No, it just means you can't transfer to it until you've cast it.
And then I can do my memorization and stuff too?
Yep. So you can pick your spells for what you want. And you don't need us for that. So.
Nah, he needs it.
Okay.
I can call lightning and fire
All right,
all
Ron.
the same round.
So you already have third level spells, I presume. Okay, so you're getting your fourth level spell for the first time. So she is going to offer you a fourth level spell. She has to. Let's see here. Charm monster,
Is that like a wizard's code?
pretty much. Dimension door. Everard's black tentacles.
What's that?
Makes the tentacles come up out of the ground and grab people. It is very creepy, but very cool.
When you have two druids that know entangle, it's slightly less useful, it seems like.
I also have blind fighting and sleight of hand.
Odaluke's resilient spear.
Blind
That's
fighting?
fun.
In case I learned darkness 15-foot
Polymorph
radius.
self.
My other character has blind fighting and I've used it.
I could be pretty.
Wait,
I can
what?
overcome my
What's the spell?
overcome weakness.
Polymorph.
Polymorph self.
Oh. Polymorph myself into
Wall
a
of
troll.
fire.
Wonders when
Your comeliness increases by 5 points.
polymorph self into the shape of a sheep. Polymorph into a bucket.
I have animate dead, but
Okay.
it makes sound.
I'm gonna. So she tells you that she thinks she can show you the variants that are in Charm Monster, the variants that are in Everett's Black Tentacles, which that one allows it to catch ethereal or astral beings as well.
It's a very Brenton sounding spell.
She thinks she can show you
Very
the variants in
situational.
Odaluke's Resilient Sphere, which allows it shortens the duration but allows you to cast magic from inside of it, so you can throw magic through it.
So what is
So
this
you
sphere?
protect yourself with it, and
Yep.
wow.
I have one
And
characterization which I think I'm going to use to efficient because he did a lot of.
she has a variant of the Wall of Fire, which disintegrates instead of burns.
Start chanting.
It doesn't do big and powerful beings, but any beings that come through it who are lesser,
That's literally what
potentially
you've been doing
disintegrating.
your entire character career.
What, the spear?
Wall of
Which
Fire.
would be a
It's
lot
Wall
more
of
than
Disintegration,
my
basically.
character career has been a lot longer.
That's it. Those are your options.
What was the
See how that
variant
says
on?
flawless, but the F is missing.
I transferred all my spells over.
Even this one?
Casting time is longer, but
The next one is
makes
This
a
is
lot more
irony.
fun to
It says flawless, but the flawless is faded and missing the F.
I took it off today.
yeah, your X just goes away.
What
'cause
exactly
You never
does
found out what it
Odaluke's
was.
Resilient
Oh, I
sphere
gotta
do?
erase
makes a
it.
sphere around you.
Yeah.
It protects you
No.
from damage or whatever.
What? What are you talking about?
I had an X on my paper and I never found out what it was.
Can I talk through
So
it?
now I gotta get rid of it.
You can be heard, but you can't. Like normally, nothing physical can pass through it. At least I'm pretty sure that's right.
I think I'll try the
Trust me, I gotta erase my X.
You can leave it there if you want, but because I'll put a mark next to it if it comes up again.
Alright.
And then for my druid spells, do I
Okay.
meditate for
So
those?
Odaluke's Resilient Sphere.
the variant.
She's going to try to give you the variant, and so roll percentile
I
dice.
have friends who will actually throw that at
25.
me.
Okay, you got it. And
Hooray.
Why'd you ask?
roll a second time to see if you can get the original as well.
30.
No problem. So you have Odaluke's Resilient Spear. You can have it the original spell, just as it is in the book, or you cast it. It's half duration,
Well, they both did.
but magic can pass through it. Nothing physical, but magic can pass through
Do
it.
you know the base duration?
So, both ways.
Well, yes, both ways.
Okay.
Not good for fighting enemy mages. Well,
No,
they won't know it. They don't.
Extremely good for fighting enemy warriors, however.
They won't know that it'll pass through the sphere until you do it the first time.
Hi.
That's right. They wouldn't be
Because
expecting.
typically,
Barry?
it does.
Yeah, it's sleepy.
Hey Barry, can you guys play Dungeons and Dragons?
Basically.
Okay, man, all right. I can never keep up with that, bro. My imagination don't work that good.
They're gaming.
Yeah.
Sort of. This is more like
Playing in your
paperwork.
game?
What's that?
Playing in your game?
Yeah, this is more like paperwork because the last time we played, they all went up levels, so we are trying to get it all done.
Welcome to the
I
expedition.
got, you know what?
I can't seem to find that. in
Should
here.
put it in my book.
This is just a montage, is what it is.
Training montage. Chop.
I'm glad I had these
Chop.
notes.
Cast
No,
spell.
Dan should
Chant.
put it in
Chant.
my book.
Yes.
Used to play.
It's a 1 foot diameter sphere
Wait.
per level of the castle.
Keep my mind going that.
Jumping jack.
Play a
Calisthenics.
lot of risk.
So you're
Can't keep your mind going that far.
good. So you're gonna get you're gonna have to squat.
Yeah, the imagination to be able to do that. My imagination is limited.
It contains its subject is
Oh, yes, it is.
neat. It can be used offensively. The goal is a glow, which reinforcement it encapsulates the subject creature. If this small and fit within the diameter of the sphere and fails to successfully save versus spell, so you can use it offensively, basically. It contains its subject for as long as its boon persists. Is not subject to damage of any sort except from a route of cancellation, a route of negation, or a disintegrate or dispel magic spell. It causes to be destroyed without harm to the subject. Nothing can pass through the sphere, inside or out. The target can breathe normally.
So some big
May
fucking
struggle,
sword dude
Yeah.
comes
but
up.
all that will occur is
What?
the movement of
That's
the
my
sphere.
spell list, dog.
The globe can be physically moved either by people outside the globe or by the struggles of those within.
Like, I
Fireball.
Hemispherical piece
Fireball.
of diamond.
Dude, that spell is crazy.
Hemispherical piece of diamond.
Yeah. They fail their save, they cancel it
So
out.
it's not
a
going to be
druid spell,
very
right?
useful for you
So
tracking
instant cast
people
is
until you
like-
go up a level.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
The
I
person
get
would have to be
invisible
less
to
than,
them.
they'd have to be 5 foot tall. So, but when you
She
go up one
can
more
now, too.
level,
She can
then
do
you can use 6 foot
invisibility.
tall
Yeah.
people, and then that'll be pretty effective.
He needs two.
You know, invisibility in ESP.
Have to.
I learned empathy.
I get third level spell
But you could easily
I
put
get-
yourself in it.
to find my
Or
stamina
like
points,
Janny.
maybe my attacks and defense.
You can put Janny in it.
I get
She gets it inside it. Phase.
a
you
new
put phase in
a
it, you
new
get magic inside
psionic
it.
ability.
And I,
The other thing is that
Can I
it's
psionic
open
out
the
of it?
flows, so the flow, you'd still be able to draw magic
What's that?
inside it.
It makes like any
Do I draw magic? Do I do that? I just have skill.
So you don't. No. But he does.
so wait, what?
So does she
put
have
you
a
inside a
magic
sphere, you
missile
just
she'd be
draw.
willing to part ways with?
I can still throw spells out of it?
Part ways.
I'll trade her a forget scroll. Scroll forget on it.
You cast
Or will
that.
she allow me to write it out of her spell book?
You steal
We
one
have
of
the
her
right
spell.
spell, so.
Steal her spell
Nice
book
stuff.
and cast
Quicker.
forget on her.
Okay.
You were never a mage in the first place.
Which would be actually kind of useful.
She only has a variant. She doesn't have the original that she can.
You've never been a mage, and you really wish you were. That's why you have all the gear for it.
And you were never a mage, and you were delivering all of the gear you wearing.
I can speak to you. You know, you could just ask me to cast speak with him on you. If you want to speak.
Is her variant the chamber version?
One per level, but each one's a D2. One missile per level, but each one's a D2. Which at low levels actually matter because you do a lot of potions and whatever. Yeah. Okay, well anyway.
Somewhere off.
Kick.
Yeah, she's not willing to give it to you at this time, but she says if when you go up a level, if you find her, she'll get it as your next spell for free.
I rolled a 20.
See, but we're gonna take everyone else's training out of party fund.
Even if I offer to buy it off her?
Sort of chill.
Okay.
For my druid, do I meditate and get my new rotation, or do I
Yeah.
spend time to get certain spells, or?
How much time do we have? None. Oh, it's only 5:18. Okay, so you only had trained for one level of mage. Okay, so you have a whole other week
that you could use for non-weapon writing spells. You have spells you need to write into your book. There are others who may sell you spells.
There's nobody else here that casts magic.
Yes, there is actually.
Other people are whimpering and jacked over there.
Yeah, I told you, there's a whole party of royal people down there. And so there's about an extra 100 people in town between upper and
So
lower
that big
Vector.
of a party. I thought you meant like party, like adventuring party.
No.
Gotcha.
You have the
So it's an entourage.
Yes. Okay. So let me just check real quick.
Well, at least I'll hopefully be able to write Fireball from Tommy's book.
If I train, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no problem with that. If you want.
Depending if it's the second week that I train as the wizard or the first week, right?
Well, it would be the second week. But
That'd be the back end of my training right there.
yeah. But then
I trained till
You can write it the night before.
I don't need you. I just need your book.
my book. You know how much arguing with Theon I had to do to get this book.
So you don't want any of these then, is what you're saying?
Oh no, I do.
No.
gimme, no, take no. Something. Okay, read a mad thing. Who's attached to the entourage. Rita, mad thing. And she has,
Mad thing?
she has magic missile.
Oh.
She would sell you a copy of magic missile for 800 gold.
That's a lot for that spell.
It's typical
Actually,
price.
it's actually cheaper than typical price. Usually it's 1,000 per level.
Oh, I
You
thought
sell
it
them
was
for 500. Sell them for 500.
Aaron, she tried to like corner me on this side of the hallway, and I just like grabbed her hat and put it down over her face.
Did it
and
hurt
cussed
one
her.
though?
That was hilarious.
Interruption.
Can I go next?
What else does she have?
If there's time. Actually, we should do them next because. you
Wait,
and I
how
can
much
do
do I
it.
have to pay Allie to train, by the way?
1,000.
Ouch.
How much did I have to
That really
pay?
cuts into my...
Well, but it's
Mine was
in
2,300.
theory it's coming out of part.
What?
Yeah.
We don't have that much in party expenses.
Yeah, you do.
We have
We also
We
have
have
the
Three
gems.
gems
A lot
that
of
we got
gold.
last week were worth like 7,000
Oh my
no
god.
total.
Oh, wow.
3 gems.
Okay. Plus we have the boat full of gold.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm draining the party down on cash, but you've got cash.
That's why we can go on
Okay,
adventure.
so-
Trade down a lot of cash.
Because I have
else?
3
Yeah.
500 gold piece gems.
Okay.
I will trade.
Oh, and it
I'm
would have been a
burning
lot
hands.
more, by the way. I got a 300 gold
She has a
discount
variant called Fiery Finger.
because I chose to be trained by the right person.
Are we in the way?
Oh man, my spells are fun.
Would have been 2,600. I
Um,
just got. a
I'm the
Protection from
mobile
good.
battle platform that I envisioned to myself.
Text
Did
magic.
you get anything new?
Detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
That was
I'll
it.
take
I
that.
just got that besides all the
We should
spells that
give
we
that
got. I got
magic
the
missile for
fireball.
Fireball?
500
Can I
gold
get
piece
that
gems.
How
too?
much?
No,
No,
3
you
500
made
gold
No
piece gems.
fair.
wizard.
Oh.
my other hat.
Detect
No,
magic
stop.
and
You already did that. It hurt. Crit.
Detect
Haha.
magic and magic.
You're a bully.
Let's see if I know magic missile.
You're a bully. Stop. You guys are
Oh, nine.
bullying
Edith
me.
and
Not
got
good enough for
yoinked
variant.
away.
Nope.
Darn it.
Close though.
It would have been both because of
Go
the
home.
Right.
No.
And
Yes.
detect magic.
Yes. Irritating.
Those are 2
Talk
very
about
low
I'm a
rolls.
kid. You're
Okay.
irritating.
She has a variant on Burning Hands called Fiery
blue
Fingers,
headphones?
where you can do, instead of doing a 60-degree arch, you can
Oh, I
do
took it off.
1 point of damage with each
Your
finger.
headphones are still
Once
in
you
the
cast the
sanctuary.
spell up to the number of points of damage you
I
normally
can still
do.
Jake Fireball.
So you go
Come on.
1,
Give it
1,
back.
1, like that instead of, which kind of sucks if there's people in front of you, but like if there's somebody over there and you go, or you could just go,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
that's kind of neat.
That does what, 1 hit point of damage per level?
It's not very high, but there's no save, and all items save versus magical fire.
Would they save 5 times?
Now I have spells
If I go
You
1,
did
2, 3,
that? No, because it doesn't bathe them in fire, so it would be like maybe their armor, their whatever's in the chest.
I target their spell book.
Bowstring.
like a magic missile spell. Okay, anything we missed? Okay. Lost track of that page that had the numbers on it now.
What were we talking about before? Like, if you take a material object, then you have to cut that from your treasure
I do
share.
have a forget spell that I'd be willing to part with. And fly, technically, but I probably want to write that into my book.
Yeah. We should have time to do that, probably. I'm going to say she'll pay you 500 gold for the forget spell. If you want to do that.
Or trade it for another
Or,
first level. Or second level, because it is a third level spell. Forget.
okay, I'll trade you for a first level spell. Trade you for a first level spell.
First
And 500 gold.
Oh, and 500 gold.
Magic missile.
I lost her page, I should have found it.
Would she just trade it for the detect magic and the...
How about a magic missile whistle?
No, she likes the idea of 3 500 gold piece gems a lot.
Magic missile that whistles.
So a magic whistle missile.
Magic
If,
missile.
That'd be an interesting,
as long as the 500 gold is one of those gems.
interesting magic item.
So first level spell.
Instead of a wand of magic missile.
Wait, I think I'm full on my
whistle.
complement of first
Magic
level
missile
spells.
whistle.
Could be a
Works
cryptic
exactly
blend.
the same way as magic missile whistle.
You blow the whistle, and out of the little hole that the sound comes out, missiles come out of
I
it.
have room for one. I could have one
up to you.
first level spell.
Is there something that she had on
It's
her
going to have to be
list?
magic missile.
Oh, there you go. So,
So I can't even buy
How
the detect
about,
magic
um,
offer. Darn it, I really want detect magic. Can I cast forget to forget one of these spells?
no. She
I
would
know the
trade
magic.
you, for forget, she would trade you invisibility, which is a second level spell. Knock.
I already have that. I'll do it. I should probably read here too.
Improved wizard lock.
Don't have that.
It's a pretty rare spell, actually.
I'll trade her for the invisibility.
Okay.
Is that the book that Ellie comes from?
No. Hallie's was a PC, so she's a big fat pile of character sheet. Except I put it in the bag already because it'll clean it up a little bit.
Am I able to ask
Invisibility,
her?
let's see if I have invisibility. 80. I don't think I know it.
Am I able to ask her about Malkar's Black Book?
Intelligence is 18. I don't know what the no spell chance is for it.
Should be good, I think.
It's either 80 or 85.
If you rolled 80, it's 80, 85. Maybe we're at
75.
Languages, man.
If it's 80 and you rolled 80, then that would mean you have only a
Languages,
variant.
man. No, a lot of.
Is that right?
If
What's
it's
all in
85 and I rolled it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would know variant only.
You just basically constantly
Yes,
has
85.
things.
Yep. So you have only a variant. And it's invisibility.
Elvish, gnome, orc, gnoll, halfling, common, goblin, hobgoblin, kobold, dwarven, druidic, nymph. That this is 19 intelligence. That gives you 19 intelligence.
Okay, so it's the casting time is 1 segment longer than normal.
One only variant. CT
Oh my. Imagine bear strength on Jake.
is 1 segment
Can make you awesome.
What does
longer.
And
Makes you
it's
stronger.
the variant is sticky tag. So you can cast invisibility on one person, and if they
Makes you
touch
as strong
someone
as a
else,
bear.
that person becomes
Feel
invisible.
diminished.
That person is 50% likely to lose
Oh,
their
I
invisibility
feel
when
so
they move.
weak.
And the
Bear's probably like 20 strength.
the effect continues. So if I'm invisible and I touch you. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. You too can make the world a better place. I make 100% likely to lose my invisibility, but then you'd be invisible. You touch him, then he becomes invisible. 50% likely we both would cease to be invisible, and so on. So it keeps going until whatever. So you could theoretically make 10 people invisible if you can make the dice roll.
Wait, so couldn't he just pass it back to them?
Yeah, you could try. But then if he fails to pass it back to him, he becomes visible. And if he becomes visible, then we would both become visible and the spell would be over.
Wait, so there's a chance that he passes it?
It's like zombies. Like you kill that zombie, then everybody else that was a zombie by that person is no longer zombies. So if I make him invisible, then he goes to make, and I go to make you invisible, and I fail, or I lose it, that means since I made you and him invisible.
Well, yeah, but is it a chance that he becomes visible or a chance that he doesn't pass it?
Becomes visible.
So if he passes it back to him, then he becomes invisible.
But if he loses his invisibility, then everybody before him in the chain loses
Oh, okay, I see. That's why.
theirs. And otherwise it lasts for the duration or until you attack.
It's like you're holding a rope over a cliff that you're also dangling from. And every time you cast a new person, they get added on that rope, and if you fail, everyone falls.
Yep. Or it becomes visible in this case. He's like, no, I don't like that analogy. Otherwise, you could just cast invisibility on one person, and they would be invisible for the duration. As long as they don't touch anybody.
Fall, then everyone becomes invisible. You see.
Bear strength isn't in this book, is it?
No.
Cast on your second choice to become invisible, and have them try and pass it your first. So then you automatically have your first choice invisible, but you also have a 50% chance of having.
Then I don't want to buy the detect magic because I can't know.
Well, that was what you just got that instead of. Invisibility was instead of detect magic.
That's second level.
I paid 1,500 gold for detect magic and a magic missile.
Oh.
So
That's right.
So all I have is
She traded the invisibility for the forget.
I have a 500.
Or she could say, tough luck. Because you buy the scroll from her. So actually you have the scroll of detect magic. That's what you have. Because you wouldn't know, you couldn't know it until you went back and studied it for an hour.
So I know how many spells I already know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But
you know there's a no vacancy sign on your forehead.
You should get
I have a small fancy crystal. I have.
She'll pay you back 5. She'll give you back 500. She'll give you back one of the gems, and then you got one of the gems back from her for forget.
So I just
you gave
paid
her one
500
gem.
for magic missile.
Effectively, because you also gave her a forget spell for a second lower spell.
So the forget spell plus 500 gold piece gem for magic missile and invisibility. Okay, that works.
Pretty good bargain.
Yeah.
Anything else we missed? Yeah. So then the only thing we have Charlotte, Jake, and Phasor.
Pretty easy.
Can I roll to see if I know
He's got
fireball?
spell. The other two should be pretty easy.
I've got spells
Let's see
and
what-
psionics.
If I know fireball?
Yeah, you better do that.
From this book. 50.
Got it.
And the right spell, I have to look up how that works.
And forever,
On
the
there?
memo went out to order extra bowstrings. Now we have to order extra bowstrings. Okay,
Okay,
what level
fireball.
did you just make?
Me?
Yeah.
I just made 5th. I should get 3rd level spells.
And suddenly all of Dan's
the first time.
NPCs carry extra bowstrings.
Magic user may be able
The memo's gone out.
spell he or she cannot understand at the time. Enter the tome.
It's a little weird writing that pencil with that eraser.
Okay, so you're what, 5th? So you're 421.
Yeah, but then I have extra for my wisdom, so
That's right.
that puts me at 6, 6, 4, 2.
642. Yep. Pardon me. We have to finish in like just a few minutes.
Sub 10 stats.
Okay, so I have to make
Only got
saving
a few
throw.
minutes.
To write the, Tommy, to
Why
write
do we
the
have a few
fireball, I have to make a saving
It
throw.
starts at 6, and then it'll be last minute if we can help it.
Okay.
If you fail, do I use it?
Okay, anyway, so you're getting third for the first
No.
time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll take 1 hour per level to transcribe. Each casting is 5 hours in duration, and this will take up 3 hours. Rolled a natural 1 on my save. Okay, so what do?
Die.
And therefore be knocked unconscious for a like number of turns. 1. Oh, yeah, no. From 3 levels higher onwards. If the throw fails, the magic user is subject to 1d4 damage for every level of the spell he or she was attempting to transcribe into his or magic user.
Okay, so just to be clear,
knocked unconscious.
Veinter
For number
is available to train you. There is another illusionist.
3,
But he'll charge me.
5,
Yes, he will. Veinter will be free.
1.
I'm gonna go to Victor for sure.
Yeah.
Takes 6 points of damage that doesn't heal other than natural healing. And I'm knocked unconscious.
I
for
can do
60
some natural
minutes.
healing for you.
60.
Because even if I'm not paying for my training, I lose
do
all
natural
that. But
healing.
because for some reason they don't
No,
split it
it
before.
doesn't.
But
No, other than for sleep,
because
sleeping.
if they can make me lose gold for my bracers,
Yeah, but you can pay for spells out of it.
yeah,
Get a fair that
You
way.
couldn't write the rates.
I'm just
Okay,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
buy
go
every
first.
illusionist spell in the
What's
entire
save
town.
base? Save based off
Oh,
intelligence.
we're
No.
splitting after.
Based off intelligence?
Okay,
It's saving throw versus
third level. Here's his suggestions.
So it's just
Okay.
So the next day, I would heal 2 hit points, right? For sleeping 8 hours. 2.
Yes, 2 as long as you're somebody's with healing is tending to you. But I'm sure you could get somebody.
I'm sure. My next save.
Invisibility 10-foot radius.
You gotta be kidding me.
Possibilities, mind you. You have to pick one.
what do you get?
What'd you roll?
Another 4. 3, 7,
Non-detection.
11 points.
Non-detection. What's that do?
What?
If I
What's non-detection?
front said
Basically,
unconscious.
it's like
Why don't you go to
try
zero because
to
of that?
detect
And
magic
I'm out
you, detect illusion,
for-
detect invisibility. It all fails.
9 hours.
150
Alright,
minutes.
So you can make yourself non-detectable.
Unconscious
Detect
for
magic.
150 minutes.
Anyway,
2.5 hours.
paralyzation,
Okay.
phantom steed,
Okay.
wraith.
What's wraith form do?
As medic.
I wonder if that's that spell that Vito used.
What does that?
Let me go ask,
What does wraith form do?
What'd you say?
What does wraith form do?
Lets you turn into a misty form that's basically non-corporeal. You can fly and escape.
Can I pass through things or?
You can pass through like a very small crack, but you can't pass through a physical object.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
It's like a smoke.
I don't have
Like
anything next
smoke.
week, and we could probably do something next week if we can.
Next week.
Airborne
What's
carryout.
the duration on that? Does he? Can you tell me that?
Island Variety would probably have, but those are probably the prices are a little higher. It's 1 second casting time.
And every other weekend.
I can try it one more time on the 3rd day. 15 damage. Half of my life.
To get a fireball though.
You'll do a lot more than 15 damage
Anyway.
with that fireball.
So next day
It's
I
a really
heal-
cool spell, but
So did he know the duration on it?
it's a couple of minutes per rank.
9 plus 1 here
Okay,
for my wings.
I'm gonna take wraith form then.
10 plus 2
The
for the
other
spell.
good possibility that I named was paralyzation.
Yeah.
Made it, finally.
That's a really good one.
That hurt.
So I only get one, right?
For free.
Are those what you just said the only ones he owns?
That he's willing to say he owns. Admit.
He actually does have first level magic user spells, which is a 7th level illusionist spell.
Can I borrow that?
What if he had any shadow
Anybody
magic?
learning anything
Okay.
new?
What if I was to buy one of them? To buy a spell from him?
Veinter?
Yeah. Does he say he has any more?
No, he's not. He's not coming. He's not admitting to having any more spells. No.
Tyler, what else you got in your book?
But I also want to
Oh, I
say to
can write that
Winter,
Do you spell wizard wrong?
if
Oh no, I see it.
if
It looks like an E.
Don't forget to try out one of our other Low Moon podcasts.
hypothetically I had a friend that was a psionic.
That I have.
Would you know
but,
someone that could
You have
train
charm
them?
person. Find familiar. I have that. I'm not sure if you want that or not.
Hey Dad, are you
Expensive to
using a under secondary right now?
Read magic, learn magic.
Okay.
Did I roll to no
Kind of
magic?
need one.
I think so.
This is my other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I have knock and mirror image.
He's 19.
From what you don't have in web.
Oh, mirror image.
Psionics.
Mirror image is awesome.
Pretty rare.
What's that?
Might be cool, too.
You're knock. I got audible glamour,
Also
shatter,
pretty
and
secretive because
localize. I have them.
I think it's
Yeah.
safe for
It's a little dangerous to be asking to be trained in such things.
Yeah, that's why I said hypothetically if I had a friend.
Okay, I get it.
I have effect normal fire, protection from evil.
No, no one in Jackdo as far as I know. Maybe in that new party.
Oh God. I don't know if I should trust them though.
Illusionists are interesting.
The mage lady, Allie, originally from Menwinera, who's with the Lemonians that are here, she seems trustworthy. She would be the one I would ask.
Okay.
Also, priests can often cast a spell called divination. That doesn't have to have a yes or no question. And as long as the question is not too dangerous. For example, you could get an augury that says, is there a psionic in town that can train me? Other than phase, for example. So that would be a possibility.
Oh, so it's a D4 per day that I can hear. So
Okay.
I'm at 15,
Um.
16,
So
17
I
damage.
need to erase these cantrips.
Heal 3 is 6.
So then, do I get my points and like automatically after I train for my level, or is that like, do I have to be trained by a psionic to learn that?
To learn what your points are, you'll get either trained by a psionic that would
I will try.
push you to your limit
I'm gonna try
to discover where it's at, or when you have gotten all of your powers,
All of your minor powers, or
I mean, I already
minor and
have
major?
all of your minor and major disciplines, not the attacks and defenses, but the disciplines.
Me having knock and you have.
So
I
that's
thought
the
you said-
disadvantage
I thought
to
you were
having
saying
all the
it-
disciplines.
It was just when you had the first one, you got your point values.
I also know I have a shatter as well. That won't erase.
I'm going to try knock.
For purposes of paying for the spell, maybe I'll do that just out of
Roll to see
convenience.
if I know it.
So I don't really care if you have it.
85.
Oh
You already calculated
Does
it
that mean
anyway,
you know?
didn't you?
no,
So I just rolled.
because you said there
85.
was a dice roll that you did.
Go ahead.
I rolled 85 to no knock, which is variant only.
Okay, I'll get it in a second.
All right. So don't
Oh,
know
I
the
did.
normal
I
spell.
did this
It's not
before.
variant.
I don't have it very, but apparently you need it.
Apparently I found one.
Yeah,
I don't know what that stuff is, but this is something different. This is not a
it's
normal one.
138.
No, I didn't do nothing.
Hey,
Are we allowed to go outside for a little bit?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Stay out of trouble.
so 138 for
Make sure
both
you
of
take
them.
an adult with you.
Each.
Doll? There are adults outside. You coming too?
Oh, no, no.
I have a lot of defensive stuff.
So no knock, and I can write it if I make my save.
Yeah, that's right.
Failed my stupid save! Dude!
What is up with that?
Ugh.
He's running here level 5.
Okay, so I take 2d4 damage.
Okay.
Use this one next.
2 and 2 is 4. Back up to
Alright,
15
and-
damage. That doesn't heal.
Why would you go to 0 for
Okay,
all that?
so you
Use the
had
sparkly
figured out
purple.
your first one, which was clairvoyance.
Oh,
You had not anything about your second one, though, right?
No,
Good, I wrote
Okay,
this
so
down.
at
3
third
days
level,
in.
you would have got your second one,
right.
Aye, aye, aye.
if there is a second one. So
if there is a second one.
So it's
Okay, so the variant of knock that you have, the casting time is doubled, and it's not optional. And upon casting the spell, you can do, instead of knock normally opens up to 2 doors, welds, locks, anything within the area of sound effect of the knock spell. But instead of doing that, you can do D12 damage, save for half, for each thing. So in other words, you would do, if you don't knock anything open but you cast the spell, you do 2d12 damage to everybody within the area of effect. I think it's 2 inches, save for half.
Did you say
But that would
clairvoyance
include
is
you.
range
oh,
is
so it becomes like an offensive spell. Wow.
What's up, Allie?
Thank you.
Ow!
Didn't get you one. Get your one.
It makes a noise when someone
Get
gets
your
hit.
wife.
Home right now?
Ow!
No, that's really just Ron and Aaron.
Anybody want to help me carry fries and chili sauce in?
Sure.
so
Muscles they have.
Double casting time.
Double casting time, 2D, 1 or 2d12.
Sam, was our candy put on the table in there?
Probably
Here's my guy, prepped and ready to clean
1
house.
or 2.
1 or 2d. Okay, so you could do 1 weld or not, 1 lock or whatever, and d12 damage, or you could do 2d12 damage, or you could do 2 locks or welds.
so
Okay. Anyway, so I'm checking this. And it is invisibility. And FaZe knows it, so he can teach you about it.
I thought you'd already rolled my second one, like when we.
I don't think so.
You had me roll two different rolls. Oh well.
Anyway. But you hadn't had any clues as to what it was, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's random. Okay, that was your 3rd level one. Are you
said
5th now?
2 inch
Yeah, I'm
radius?
fifth.
Oh, wait a minute, what did I go up here?
Did you say 1 inch radius or 2 inch radius? On the
I'm not sure. You have to look up the description of the spell, actually. It's actually in the description of the
Oh,
knock spell.
gotcha.
Yeah, that doesn't change. No, I'll just let you do it because I'm out of time. Okay, and so you have this right here. Really? Okay. All right. Do you want to roll this instead of me then? Check. Okay, second half, so that's 19. It's not one that he knows.
So at some point I'll go talk to Allie and ask her if she knows of anyone.
So the variant would be range 6 inches as well? So I could just drop a 2d12
Sounds right.
fireball, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, it's like a mystical force that attacks the fibers of their being. It could be that there are some people or things that might be immune to it, but generally, yeah. So yeah,
That's still pretty cool though.
not bad for a second level spell. It's one of the most offensive second level spells you're going to get, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you can still knock with it, but the casting time kind of sucks.
What is it? 4
4
segments?
segments should be.
Maybe that time.
This party keeps going. Jake will be the only non-magic person.
If they keep going far enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Jake's going to wind up with some kind of magical abilities. I don't know what, but of course, you know, the fighter magic items, though, they're the best magic items in the game.
What's
Like
Phantom
the
Wind?
anything weapon, anything armor.
Oh, wow.
Those are powerful. +6 defender. You can't use a holy avenger because you're not paladin.
Well, you can, it's just a normal.
only I
So
had-
+2.
Yeah, plus 2.
What's that?
If only I had the charisma and the intelligence and the wisdom.
How much are you off by to be a cavalier?
A lot.
My character sheet. I think it's a 9 intelligence and an 8 wisdom or something.
Is Tommy's
9
spell
intelligence,
sheet
but I
over
think
there?
they only need like an 11. 10
Tom-
wisdom. I
Tommy's
think 10
spell
wisdom
sheet
might be
over there?
enough. Okay. Roll percentile dice and see if you've discovered the ability during the time that you've been training.
So I can write stuff into his spell book, right? Okay.
Uh-oh, looking promising. That
7.
would be a yes. Okay, it's precognition.
Oh, isn't that like future?
Yep. So
Telling?
basically what it allows you to do is estimate the best probable course of action, estimate the probable outcome of an undertaking. It applies only to the relative immediate future. Estimation becomes more accurate with increased levels of possessing the ability, which you have it at first level, providing the number of unknown factors remains constant. Precognition accuracy is also a factor of combined intelligence and wisdom scores. What's your combined intelligence and wisdom?
It is 35.
Okay, so you have a 65% chance for low, a 45% chance for medium, and a 35% chance for high.
So you said 65.
65, 45, 35. That's how you got it right.
That's not good.
And that basically is probability by difficulty. For every level the ability is possessed, probability of being able to correctly precognate goes up by a percentage equal to the level. 2 levels equals 2%. 3 levels equals 3%. But never beyond a maximum precognition probability of 90%. The expenditure of psionic strength is directly related to the number of unknown factors which must be ascertained, i.e., if there are 6 basically solvable unknown factors, then it costs 6 points. And the cost is not known to the individual precognating until after the fact. So you don't know what it's going to cost because you don't know how many variables there are. In order to precognate the results of a melee, for example, each attack must be made and counted as an unknown. And in a melee with several individuals involved with several monsters, the cost per melee round could easily be 10 or more points.
Dang.
If the psionically endowed individual has insufficient points to completely precognate, then the precognation ceases at the point at which he has no longer any strengths to continue. Time is also a factor of precognating. A short duration means a typically low difficult factor. If 1 to 4 turns is considered a short time, 5 to 30 turns is considered medial difficulty, and anything beyond 30 turns, 5 hours, becomes a high difficulty precognition. However, unknown factors will alter this rule so that at a short time precognition with many basically unsolvable unknowns becomes a highly difficult precognition. And B, precognition relies entirely upon the referee, and he will exercise utmost care in handling this ability usage. In other words, I'm going to get you if you play with it.
So if I try and use it too much,
Well, if you try, like, you'll go after something like, what will happen if we open this door? And the next thing you know,
Thanks.
you've got more variables than you realize.
oh yeah, what will happen if we open this door? There's
But you
8
can go
people in the
things like-
party. All of us could step on a trap. There's 8 variables.
Yeah, you can do things like, yeah, exactly. You can do things like, okay, I'm thinking about if we should go right or left here.
It's like,
And I'll give you
whoops,
basically
that's
what I'll do
100
is I'll
points.
You'll see a vision. You'll have a vision of what happened if you went to the right and blah, blah, blah.
yeah, and
blah.
it's like, whoops, there goes 100 psionic
Right.
points.
And you won't know.
It's
like,
what I have each.
You won't necessarily know.
I
Like,
wrote
I won't know
into
until
your
after
book
I'm done.
Magic missile and right.
Yeah, that
Okay,
could, that
cool.
could
I
go.
just need to roll to
Would
see
get
if I know
ugly.
right.
So I have
would
to,
get ugly.
It's very
I have to get
high
all
chance.
of my disciplines before I
Oh,
get
I
my
forgot.
intelligence
Does
defenses
he have to roll to know
identified,
the
right?
magic missile that I wrote into his book?
But I have to roll to know the
Magic missile,
variant.
He just doesn't have it.
Yeah, he has to roll to know it. Yeah. 'Cause
He already knows magic missile.
Oh, no. If he knows Magic Missile, then he's got the base. But if he wants to try to find a variant in it, then he could still roll for that.
Okay.
Because I
But he'll know it automatically.
I know a variant as well.
No,
Yeah,
a
speaking
variant
of-
and
speaking
the
of
base
which-
spell, or just the variant?
I know a variant.
Speaking of which,
in the base spell.
on the 3rd level chart, those spells I listed off, you can consider them all if you wanted to take
That's
the
your
time.
attack
You
and
could know
defense.
any of them. I mean,
Nice.
not that much advantage.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times what I got. More than
You
3.
won't have cast them.
I only have like 40, 42.
Have them.
But I can use my break apart my spells for a little bit, so
So roll to know right.
I got that. Well, no, I didn't.
No, we failed by
Is that-
1%.
What'd you roll?
96.
96, 95.
Doesn't know right. Sorry.
So I just spend an hour learning it or
So
something?
you gotta try what, next
No.
level?
No, he has to find another
Oh, another
copy of the spell.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Sorry, it's in your book. It's taken
You could read
illustrations
magic
book.
it. You can cast it with read magic, but it disappears.
The spell does?
So he can't learn it with read magic?
Well, he has to find a new copy anyways. So.
Yeah, but it's his copy.
So
Oh, it
I don't want to use
I
it.
wrote it into his spell book. So it
Oh,
is
okay.
in
So
his
he's got
spell
one.
book.
So you could read magic
Yeah,
and
that's
cast
what I'm
right one time off the one that he gave you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Out of your spell book and then risk damaging his
That's
spell
the problem. The other
Yeah.
spells
And then
around
risk
it.
damaging yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you can lose spells around it.
So probably not worth it.
I'll probably just find another one. I mean, it's a 5% chance of failure.
Well, the problem is it's in your book, taking up space in your book. So
So you can get rid of it using read magic.
how?
I could sell it.
I think I'm
If
pretty.
you use this read magic, it disappears.
And
but
then he
also
could damage
could
his
lose
spell
the
book
spells
by losing
around-
other
yeah.
spells. Yeah.
Yeah, you also have to decide: are you carrying a traveling spell book or are you
Maybe
carrying a
we should've-
standard spell book?
We should have rolled to see if you knew them first. And
What's
then
What's the difference?
Let's do that next time.
So anyways, you got magic missile. And
Okay,
light.
so I need Jake and Charlotte yet, and we don't have time.
Oh my
We don't have time to do it right now because we're going to start this thing. So what I'm thinking is we're just not going to plan on the meeting, but you and Jenny and I'll meet afterwards.
Oh, we're not gonna go after.
Oh, and what else do you need?
Um.
Saves didn't change.
Oh yeah, gotta check my save.
Saves didn't change. We already checked mage saves. Got the hit points done. Non-weapons and weapons don't get those yet.
Nope.
We're nasty now.
Well, you can check the mage non-weapon though.
So whatever I have at
Did you check the mage non-weapon?
It's
Yeah,
the same.
mirror image,
Okay.
knock already.
What I have at
One
H is
over
fine, so I
2
got-
per 6 levels.
Any third levels?
Um,
Fireball?
but
I just got their level, so.
I would like to.
Too bad you don't know right. You could be writing third level.
You didn't have an
spells.
open slot.
I would like to check and see for illusionist spells.
Oh, yeah, see what you can
spells
find away
being
illusionist
sold.
spells.
Yeah.
There are
Here's
two
all my
illusionists
third
in
level
town.
spells. I got spell magic with variant, continual light, hold person.
Ether.
one.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to get Jenny, or do you just want
Cepheus, snake
This
cigarette,
thing
slow, monster
starts in
summon
like
one,
5 minutes
fly,
now. So.
Improve,
Okay.
improved reduced person with variant.
This was a possibility. I'm sorry.
So,
Okay, so you're asking first levels.
try hold person.
Well,
yeah, if you're willing to take the
Well,
risk.
whatever they have for sale.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you roll?
10.
Because
I guess I'll risk trying to write spell.
You get the
So
best
sweet.
possibility anyway, because if you
I did
train
get you
with
a
battle
fireball.
mode, you can learn.
At a
You can
price
theoretically,
to
you might be able to
yourself.
learn
But just don't forget, I got
minor
your
master
fight.
stroke.
minor
my
master
save.
stroke.
Good.
So
Because it's plus 3 total.
for offensive
So what is
capability,
that?
that's high. Although the fireball is pretty high too, but minor
Yeah.
master stroke is every
Person.
round, and fireball is only
Three.
one, a
Yep.
couple times a
In your
day.
book, You have it and you know it.
What's
Haven't
Ultravision?
cast it yet.
What's that rate?
Let's just see.
Also, I
Oh,
can
yeah,
write
try
two
one.
second level
Oh, wow.
spells or 2 first levels.
It adds 2 hours.
Let me see your second level
I guess like
spells.
6 hours of training.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. We had a character once that had like 14 hours of training.
If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends.
A day they had to do. She used to ride in the back. She rode in the wagon and trained all day while they traveled. It got boring after a while.
Oh, you know what?
It's kind of one-sided.
What's delude?
Looking at personal.
Nobody doesn't have it anyways,
I don't have sleep.
or didn't offer it. I should say.
What about continual darkness? Do you have that? The other.
I don't have turn person. Do you have a turn person?
Yeah, second.
I do. First level.
Yeah, I do right there.
Try to write that in there. I've cast it and I know it.
Oh,
So I can
by the
now
way,
transfer
Ron,
it.
I didn't neglect to mention it, but you don't realize until after it happens. You gain 1 insanity point by training with the Mad Woman,
Yeah,
the mage.
the mad woman.
She's insane. That's the name of the mage that you trained with.
I trained with Ellie.
Oh no, you trained with Allie.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. Who trained with the mad person? Nobody did.
I just bought stuff off.
Oh, you bought stuff off her. That's right. Oh, I know what I was thinking because you were. Okay, so it was Allie that gave you the.
Oh, I need to roll
Train
for
with
an
Allie
insanity.
while with her.
That's what I have to do. I'm
And then
safe.
you wrote the spells in your spellbook yourself.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
I had to roll for an insanity. I got 4, so I'm good.
How many do you have? 2?
1. Janie cured 2 of mine.
Yeah, Jenny's got the staff
Yeah,
now,
Jason
so that's
is.
gonna be helpful.
Yep. So you might. She'll probably be able to get rid of a couple of your
Do you agree?
ones.
No, I know.
1 or 2,
I don't even know.
probably, because she doesn't want it. Like, what does it take for her to recharge it?
Wish I had one
Well,
more
to take it
slot
up
available.
Does
to
she
the
know?
mountain, yeah, they
Why?
just recharged it. They take
I
it up
want
to the
to take
mountain
magic.
stream above
I don't even know it. I don't have it.
where it's
I was
comfortable to
buying
breathe
a
and leave it in the stream for 1 hour for charge.
Well, I know a druid version. I don't know the
Okay.
wizard
But
version.
she should use it like a bunch of times while we're here.
Well, it wasn't convenient. They had to take it up there
Jenny
and
also
leave
has
it in
all
the
the
stream for an hour. It took
1 hour per charge,
We
right?
swapped
Yeah,
it.
it took a day to go up and a day to come back. Well, a day to go up and a day didn't come all the way back down. Normally it would take a day.
So, wait, so it fully recharges in an hour?
No, one charge per hour.
Okay, that's
So you
it.
can
So,
succeed or save
It was
on
there for a
this.
whole day.
So theoretically, it should have
And then
24
one
Slightly
charges.
increases his chances.
I lost the illusion, Steve. You can't buy
50
anything.
to
What?
70.
Can't find him.
Tommy,
Oh, there he
wanna
is, Chester.
Chester!
Okay, let's
I don't
see.
know it.
Try to
So,
roll.
we're interested in. What was the title you're asking about?
Continual darkness.
Okay. So
Oh, yes,
You
he
know
does
the
have it.
variant?
Permanent sphere of darkness.
Do you
I don't
have a
know.
very-
Ah. I would like to buy
17
such
makes you
item.
save, so you can like
Such
sleep in your
spell.
bed, or you have sleep in your bed.
Am I just
You
buying the
know
scroll?
it and have it.
right?
You
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
cast
that's
it
right.
yet.
So,
Okay. Do you have?
Cast it on Brunson.
So we have just
So he is
powered
interested
up.
in.
oh my goodness. Our magic side is a lot stronger now.
He knows and has sleep now.
Magic missile.
He knows and has magic missile. I know and have magic missile. I
He
know
has
and have
fireball.
knock. I know and have mirror image. I know and have invisibility. Only the
Have,
damage.
but don't know fireball.
We both know and have
Okay,
fireball.
Oh, you didn't know that one?
Yeah, it took me 3 days of taking damage.
Do you have improved phantasmal force?
I'm at
I do.
I'll give you
minus
a
16
copy
hit
of
points for the next
Permanent Sphere of Darkness
What's your
for a
max
copy of
now?
improved phantasmal force.
13
I don't have it.
until
Hmm.
each day I can heal
You
1
still would have it.
points of that.
Oh, really?
Send a copy.
So you're 29
So,
max out.
because he's not giving up.
Yeah.
Oh, so he copies it down into my spellbook.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I'll
that's
do
what
that.
basic math works
Trade
like.
copy. All right, so
Absolutely.
you can have Permanent Sphere of Darkness.
I didn't know
And
if there
he
was
has
like something
That's
else.
third level, right?
improved
It's
phantasmal
first
force.
edition, okay? There's always something goofy.
He also has a.
Should I write continual?
At least they're
He
not
also has a
stickers.
scroll that he wants to sell.
Our magic.
But you'd have
And
to
because
find
he's selling
red
it
or an
to
actual
you,
healer.
and
Not
Right.
necessarily.
just illusions
Anybody
tend
that
to be
can
a little
cast
more free with the trading
cure
of magic than mages do
You
because
just have to have
it's
a
not
cure
technically
spell
magic
that
and
does that
um,
much amount.
So
of
should I
one
write down
more.
continual sphere,
how
continual
much
darkness, or
damage?
So if you
sphere
have
of
an 8
darkness?
point soul wound,
sphere of
you can
permanent
get rid of
sphere
it
of
with a
darkness is what he has.
Cure light wounds, but you have to roll an 8.
I thought you couldn't do that with the magic healing at all.
Yeah, soul.
Okay,
wounds
what's
you
the
can
scroll
get
he
rid of
wants to
with
sell?
magic healing.
You just
There
have
is
to
a
heal
slight
You
more.
just have to
difference between
heal
that and
equal
continual
to or
darkness, by the
more
way.
than the soul
Okay.
wound, all in one roll.
Permanent sphere of darkness works exactly the same way as far as the size, 15
Well,
foot
what's the other
radius.
wound?
But if it
There's
will
one
not
that you
fit
can't heal at all.
in the room,
Oh. This,
then it shrinks
This won't
to
heal
be a
magically.
sphere that will fit
I
in
can
the
only
room.
heal 1d4 points a day.
So that means there'll be
Okay.
corners that won't be filled and
Unless
things
it's
like
from a
that, unless there
healer.
has to be a sphere.
That's
No.
neat.
Only monks can do
Not
that.
according to the book.
So are you able to put it on a coin like a continual light? And
Yes.
so if you
No,
if
I'm
you
saying
put it
there's
if you
another
put it
type
in a
of healing.
pocket, does it
Sherry,
does the
we
darkness
just powered
disappear?
up. Allie gave me limited wish. No, just joking.
Oh,
He
well,
got mad though because she
Keep
wouldn't.
pushing.
She wouldn't sell me
She
Magic
wouldn't sell him a
Missile.
copy of Magic Missile.
What's up with that?
Apparently you're not nice enough.
What's up?
He's too ugly. That's what it is. He's really low charisma.
Yeah, I am very troll
Okay.
like.
Anyway, he has a scroll.
So if I put that on a coin, I put it in my pocket, it fits the shape of my
When
pocket.
I look like
and doesn't
this,
seep
I
out, does
act
it?
like that. Okay.
That,
Perhaps if that
the-
was higher, I would
the
be a
shape
17.
change would
Magic
be
fireball, because
only
we need
when
fireball. Because fireball's
it's
fast.
cast.
With the
So it won't
fireball
change the
bros.
size.
Well,
But
but
if it's completely contained inside
Fire
something, then it
twins,
won't
So
make
we
it
have-
Power
dark.
activate.
Only inside
Form
what's
of
inside.
nice.
fireball.
And then you
But then when it comes
Does
out,
it like
Dude,
ignite
whatever
stuff
size
too when
it
it
was
hits?
when it
I
was
found a
cast,
variant.
That's what
it
size
shrunk
it
down
is.
to a 10
Okay.
foot
Oh, yeah,
diameter.
I heard
That's
about
the size of the book.
Good.
All right, that's neat.
So
Okay,
Knock
and
has a 6-inch range, so
he
you can
has
cast it up to 6 inches away. This variant of knock, I can unlock up to 2 welds or locks in that 10-foot square. What was it? I think it said.
mirror image. Do you have that?
No.
Anyways, it has a
Scroll of mirror
area of
image.
effect.
Okay. Well, how did we trade like from our spell books?
You just copy them over.
Oh, really? You can do that with illusionist stuff?
Yep.
Oh, so can I do that from a scroll?
Because it's not actual like wizard magic, so.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I would love a scroll of mirror.
It takes
Ooh.
time, but
Yeah.
and it
10-foot
takes
square,
good ink, but not
10
like
square
it's
feet
not like
per level is the area of effect.
Wow.
So it'd be 50
Is mirror
square
image
feet.
second level?
I can have everything in that 50 square foot
Yeah, it
area
is.
take 2d12 damage.
Wow. But it's friendly
no
fire.
save.
Friendly fire, though.
Save versus.
Oh,
Save
is
for
that?
half. Save for half.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Friendly fire, though.
It's 50
And
square
it would be
feet
friendly fire.
per level. That's 10 square feet per level. Wow.
You just hear, oh! Like 50 people, oh! At once.
Well, each person takes up a 5.
Some people would just fall down unconscious and they don't say anything.
So it'd be like,
Anyway, so
These are-
the scroll for a mirror image would be, it's just like a little spell,
so it'd be like
12 gold.
10 people. I could hit 10 people.
Yeah.
1200
You
gold.
just hear,
Okay.
oh!
So, all right, that's what my training cost is.
Up
Yeah.
to 6 inches away.
They're getting antsy over there now.
Yes, I understand.
Instead of
Well, they're all
paying,
antsy in their pantsy.
instead of paying for training, we're paying for my mirror image scroll.
1200 gold.
Why do you need a mirror image scroll?
Don't you have Phantasmal
Can't you get it from
Force?
us?
Didn't you buy like 3 scrolls?
Can't you get it from us?
No,
No, it's same different kind of
It would
magic.
be like Janie's trying to get something from,
Oh, so what you finally admit that it's magic.
On paper, it's magic.
comparing illusionists and wizards is like comparing druids and clerics.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.